Action stank desperation. Eiler stood chained in full display. Her 7-foot shackles that was oppressive. Her silver skin marked intricate patterns or fresh scars from the slayer's discipline. Her head hung low, passive trance. The Virat conquered these cycles. Now the survivors were scattered across the sea as spoils taken from Jasper's crowd of apes. His humans dry his glances. Humans were still relative to this sector of space. Their planet having achieved faster than light travel 2 generations practically yesterday in the time galaxy. And like most instances, the consensus was that humanity was their physical capabilities and their lifespans too brief to really get to. And for the most part, the galaxy dismissed humanity as an insignificant grandeur of civilization. But Jasper knew some galaxy yet to understand. Humans did not play by established rules. Ilanar's eyes met as for the fraction of a second, violent nebulousness. And in Jasper saw something. He saw an ember of defiance that fused to this prison. Once that much was clear from despite chance. Yes, her head was that was all crouching, feigning weakness. So you expose your. Jasper recognized her species. The K renowned for honor and strength, renowned before swept their systems like the auction grotesque hurled forms and a translate stick sideways out of his neck. Gestured to behold a Kayla theme trained in combats. She will serve well mines, pleasure houses, even gladiatorials. Opening bid for such a fine as 10,000 credits. The crowd erupted off. A Vora merchant used his crystal, while a Skreth war clicked his mills interest. Bids scrapped 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. Jasper at 50,000 credits. The bidding went to Vorath merchant and the Skreth locked territorial dispute, each trying to last, neither entirely able to finance the measure. The merchant raised to 55,000, 60,000 came the counter. Then Jasper raised his hand. 100,000 credits. The auction saw every eye turned towards the auctioneer's translator sputtered. Did I hear 100,000? Jasper missed. You heard, correct? His voice carried across the chain. Quiet. He pulled out a credit chit and tossed it into the auctioneer's verified funds. I believe it's the Vora merchant stepped his crystal form frack harsh lights into a shards. Human, you overstep. You cannot afford such a. Confess your mistake. Jasper was no warmness. The chip is gen. Scan it if you doubt. The auctioneer's greed over his suspicion. He scanned the chip and his 4 eyes. The funds are legitimate. We must sell to the human. It is the merchant. The Skreth chittered Mandels. Unacceptable. I will not be denied by a species barely out of system. Human, withdraw your bid. Face consequences. Jasper turned slow, and some of his mates made the war as an habitation. One whispered darts of arsonists, the zealot, not through super technology, but through sheer determination. Fortunately, those humans bore a pat. One they wore right, a silver scussed swords, the same pat that sat in Jasper right on. He was one of those insane pirates who strapped explosive to their ships, rammed to dreads, all the while laughed calm chance, unsecure, unbothered, and entirely unfucking hidden. Jasper met his eyes. No, I think I will retract my offer. What consequences are you offering? The Skreth warlord knew that tone, knew he was in to chittered his mandals in his silence stretched on. Jasper was the first to speak. See, there is something you need to understand about us. We are a diverse bunch. Some of us are mad dogs, and others of us, well, we're peaceful guards. But just like garden in his garden, we are very particular about our property, and once we claim something as ours, we do not take kindly to others touching. The warlord's mantle spread in what might have missed. You think your reputation frightens me? You are one month hunt. Jasper's hand faster than the warlord could track. A plasma pistol appeared from beneath his coat, its barrel pressed against the Skreth's primary breathing orifice before any, and in his other hand held a live gun, armed and already cooked down to a flick of the finger. Entire room said, you know, I carry things like this just for moments like this. Thank you so much for feeding my parent, but really, you should probably reconsider. On Earth, there's an old saying, speak softly and carry a big stick, which you're learning now exactly what that means. Call this cultural enrichment, if you like. And since you seem to be enjoying it, so here's a second one. Didn't start none, won't be none, and you're currently in the process of starting some, and I'd hate for this to end poorly. The Vora merchant used his hands in a plester. Human, surely this is all unnecessary. The Skreth meant, oh, none at all. Jasper shot a disp. He meant exactly so. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take ownership of my... Anyone who has a problem with that and take it up and trade mission. I know Billy Bob loves these things. Who do you think holds it while it cooks down? The fuse is 5 seconds, and this one's sitting 1. Even among us, only Billy Bob is crazy enough to hold it. Screw that. Maybe that's why he only has one hand. The auctioneer's face will pay. An impressive feat for... Now, there's no need to involve the authorities. This is a legitimate business operating Vorath mission. Jasper's eyes. Vorath mission does not mean much in neutral space. And we both know the Empire has been looking for an excuse to crack down entrepreneurial slaves. Should I make a call? They can be here in a few moments. Maybe even a minute or two. The hull erupted nervous chat. The slavers were pirates, not official imperial merchants. If the authorities learned of, they'd be eliminated as competition. A fact the auctioneer was all too familiar, even bearing the scar where an imperial trooper had shot him a year. He gestured frantic. I hope you enjoy your new Caleb, said the auctioneer. Jasper holstered the plasma pistol and gently juggled the grenade, keeping it in full view as he climbed onto the platform. Energy shackles deactivated, and Eleanor collapsed forward into Jasper's arm. Her well-defined muscles weak from violet eyes studied his with confusion. Easy, I've got, Jasper whispered, helping her from plat. But why? Violet asked, voice rough to see. Humans have it for Kalis. Why purchase it? What is your... Jasper kept walking, keeping himself between her and crowd. Who said anything about a slave? I just paid 100,000 credits to tell these bastards to get fucked. Consider it an investment in interspecies cooperation. Eleanor stopped, forcing us. You purchased my freedom? Jasper shrugged. Technically I purchased you, but where I come from, we have a bit of a problem with the whole slave. Even fought a few wars, and those really didn't go so for the slave. So here is my proposal. You come with me. I get you treated proper food. Then once you've recovered, you're free to go. No strings. But why? Humanity owes us nothing. Jasper smile. Jasper looked back at the auction at the cowering slavers and angbits. Because someone once told true measure of humanity is not how we treat those who, but how we treat those who... He extended his hand. So what do you say? Caleb, want to see what things are really about? Eleanor stared at his hand. Slowly she clasped it. Her grip was weak, but Jasper could feel the strength once graced her. I accept, she whispered. When I have cover, perhaps I will show the Caliph are truly. The galaxy was about to hurt us. Humans didn't just protect, they protected and they considered worth protecting. Once a human made that decision, have helped those who got... Alright, I need to fill up 1 more minute to get to that sweet 8-minute mark for whatever YouTube does to boost it. Blah blah blah. Okay. Almost there. We're almost there. Come on, just need to slide into home base. Come on. And there we go. We've made it to home base. We are good and solid and jolly fellows. On to the next recording. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Just kidding, I need to fill up another 5 seconds, so... 3, 2, 1, 0, done.